Hello, and thank you for stopping by the Massachusetts Beer Reviews channel of YouTube. I am live at my arcade machine, which is why you see this joystick here. I will move away from that just a little bit. Yes, this is your Massachusetts Beer Review. And today we're going to discuss a very awesome Trillium Brewing Company beer. Trillium, if you don't know, is located in Boston, Massachusetts at 369 Congress Street in Boston, Massachusetts, or in my neck of the woods, it's in 110 Shamoot Road in Canton, Massachusetts. That's in an industrial park type area on the Westwood, Massachusetts line. This one, as you can see, is their Fort Point Pale Ale. It was canned on the 24th of January 2017 at 12:03:41. Very awesome. And they come in these tall 16-ounce cans, the tall boys, and they are paper labels, but they're really well done, and I really like their artwork and style that they employ in the canning and bottling. Now, according to the information on Beer Advocate, because they only list on Trillium, the website is called trilliumbrewing.com. They only list the information for beers that they currently have either in Boston or Canton to buy. So they don't have this one anymore at the immediate moment as of February 9th, 2017. But on Beer Advocate, they have the description. And that says, our signature American Pale Ale balances light, crisp malt character with an abundance of hop-derived aromatics and flavors from the use of Citra and Columbus. Those are the hops. Their fragrant nose is fresh citrus, tropical fruit, and peach. The bold flavors, pineapple and mango mixed with dank notes of zesty citrus and fresh pine needles. With a smooth mouthfeel, gentle bitterness, and dry finish, Fort Point is our standard daily drinker. So yes, they use Citra and Columbus for the hops, and they use two-row barley, white wheat malt, C15, and dextrin. Those are the malts. And I'm going to be using one of my favorite glasses, the Shipyard sort of oversized tulip sort of deal. And this is getting a 98 out of 191 Beer Advocate reviews. And it's getting a 92 from the Bros. So this is your typical New England style Pale Ale IPA. That chill, hazy kind of look to it. That juicy hop quality that we've come to love and respect. Now, this is definitely giving you those... Yeah, it's definitely giving you those looks and that feel to it. In some light, it's definitely an orangey, lemony, orangey, hazy color. You can't even see through it. It's got that typical white head of an IPA or a pale ale. And it just pours out like juice. Like orange or mango kind of juicy notes. I was going to try to find the top 250 beers on Beer Advocate to tell you where this one ranks on the list. But I want to get to... Let's get to the aroma. Yeah, hell yeah. Hell friggin' yes. It is... It's orange juice, it's pineapple juice, it's grapefruit juice. There's that white wheat malt kind of a component, definitely. Not Pilsner malt, white bread, crackery notes to it. Definitely you get the light garlic and oniony dank notes, but this is not the most dank, green, herbaceous, if you will, kind of a beer that they make. It does have a nice sweetness to round out all of the notes of the hops and the malts. But I'm just getting the juicy hop qualities and a little bit of spice there mixed in with that white bread kind of a note. So let's get a drink of the Fort Point Pale Ale from Trillium. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. It's got so much resinous, oily quality as it finishes. Yeah, every last drop of that hoppy bitterness is trying to stick around with you to the very, very end. And this is very, oh wow. I don't know if you can see that there, but this is unfiltered. Ha! Okay. I have to stir that later. Anyways, more about the flavor. Medium body, crisp, clean, refreshing as all hell, I would say. It's got those classic New England IPA and Pale Ale style juicy hop qualities. It's definitely orange juice, mango juice, pineapple juice, grapefruit juice, a little bit of lemony tartness there, but not overly tart or anything like a sour beer. But it's giving you those good juicy qualities, and it's drinking like that. The white wheat malt is giving it a very soft, silky texture, and underneath that soft, silky texture, you can get the good carbonation bite. I think it's correct for, I guess what I'm trying to say about the carbonation is its nice feeling. You got those scrubbing bubbles that helps to clean out the palate. And move along all the flavors. Like I said earlier, the end of the sip towards the finish, in the finish, towards the end of the sip, you're getting more of the oily resinous type notes. It's not their most resinous dank beer, but you're getting those light hints of that for sure. It's there, but it's not, punching you in the face, but it's just done very nice and in a pleasant way. And there might be a little bit of that piney sap, kind of a resinous feel with the orange notes at the end before it dries, the orange and the grapefruits, before it dries almost completely. Now, I've tried the Trillium Fort Point Pale, or Fort Point Double Dry Hopped Pale Ale, and that was at their tap room in Canton, Massachusetts. And for me, that was really awesome. For me, that tasted like the driest orange juice you'd ever drink. Now, I know that's not what they mean when a beer says it's double dry hopped, but it was one of the driest things ever. It was an amazing drinking experience. But this one here is not quite that crazy and that kind of a standout experience, but it still is in its own right and in its own merit. And this is an A+ beer all day long, son. And I didn't mention this, but it's 6.6% alcohol by volume, so you still have to watch out for how many of these you drink, but it's nice range for a pale ale in that New England style. Somewhere between like 3 or 5% to about this 6% is nice for a pale ale or a lighter IPA for sure. Yeah, again, I have to give this like a 95. This is fantastic. Fantastic stuff from Trillium. I want to see if I can really quickly here. If I am not up on the how to find the top 250 on Beer Advocate anymore. Or top beers. Here we go. If you go to beer, if you click on beers and then you go to top beers on Beer Advocate, then you'll see, as of today, what is ranked as the top 250 beers. So if I try to look here, I can scroll up and down on the browser with this. The double dry hopped Congress Street is 34 on the list. Their double IPA Headroom is 50 on the list. The Galaxy Dry Hop 4-Point Pale Ale is 55 on their list. I want to see where just Fort Point is. Cutting Ties Mosaic Imperial IPA from them gets 75. Scaled Way Up Double IPA 74. So you can get the sense that even if you haven't been following craft beers, or they're really hard to seek beers, Trillium's one of the more recognizable names there. For sure. Congress Street's 93. I think that's grossly too low for the list. Their Mosaic Fort Point Dry Hopped is 113. And out of 250 beers on Beer Advocate, this is ranked number 115. And for me, that's too low. It's nice to have a beer that's double dry hopped or hopped with different, or should I say, done with different variety of hops. But to me, almost, I'm a purist when it comes to these beers. I like the originals, and I like experimentation, don't get me wrong, but this is the original, and I haven't found a Fort Point variant that I like better than just the standard old Citra and Columbus one that I'm drinking now. So, 95 beer. Fantastic. Join me every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on the Louisiana Beer Reviews channel of YouTube, Jay Theriault, for a Louisiana Beer Reviews chat with other members of the beer community on YouTube and social media. We take a beer and we review it. And join me tonight and occasionally at 8 Eastern Standard Time p.m. on the Rajay Beer Ventures channel of YouTube. We discuss a week in beer with Rajay, and we drink whatever beer we want, and we contribute with the discussion and laugh and have a couple of beers and have a really great time doing it. I love you guys. I love this beer community. It's a fun hobby. It's not out of being addicted to beer. Although when you drink a beer like this, how can you not be addicted to its flavors? So that's my little plug for the beer drinking YouTube community. Until next time, this has been Fort Point Pale Ale, the original Trillium. Till next time, keep tasting these great beers. Cheers. See you soon. Happy snow day. We got over a foot of snow in New England. Yay.